So we're going to get started near the wall. Picking your feet up against it. I like to widen my knees first so that I can get as close as possible. Bum touches the wall. And then from there, we just lay on our spine, feet against the wall, and hug your knees into your chest. Almost like an upside down classical child's pose. And taking a moment to close your eyes. And take a couple of breaths in and out through your nose. Landing here both physically, mentally, emotionally. Maybe wrapping your arms all the way around you, whether around your legs or just around your torso. And grabbing your upper arms. And as you may have heard me say before in different classes, our brain works with a map of our body. And every time that our body receives tactile input, so every time it is touched in one way or another, it sends a signal to our brain and it kind of expands the map that our brain has of our body. And this can help us feel more or less safe. But usually, the more information your brain gets in a safe environment, the better and the safer your brain is going to feel, and the more it's going to allow your body to do. So maybe you'd allow to soften more, to stretch deeper. So with that in mind, let's gently start first rubbing the upper arms, just gently, giving your brain some tactile, touchy input. Just touching every single side of your arms, moving from your upper arms to your lower arms. You can do one by one. Your wrists, your hands, your fingers, switching arms. Moving on to the shoulders, neck, and even maybe tapping your face if you like. Making sure that you cover all areas. And simply becoming aware of the areas that you're touching, noticing that they're there. Also notice how they're there. Maybe automatically tensed or softened. And then from the neck moving to your ear, or from your face moving to your ears, back down your neck, coming to your belly, your sides. Maybe you press yourself off the wall by pressing your feet into it, lifting your hips, touching your spine, and covering your legs as well. Giving extra and special attention to places where in the past maybe you have been injured. So if you feel like you've had a hamstring injury, maybe you spent more time there. And again, just helping you become more aware of the body, giving your brain, your subconscious a little bit more input. And again, spending special time and attention in places where you might have been injured before, or maybe if you are injured in a place right now, with care, of course, always. And then from here, when you're ready, if you've somehow moved away from the wall, you bring yourself back in closer, and we simply bring the feet up the wall. Taking your hands either on your belly, maybe one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Into the inversion of our shoulder stance. Allowing gravity to do the work for you here. If you want extra, you can also bring a pillow or a bolster underneath your hips, adding in a bit of a back bend. But if not, this is also a really nice reset for your spine already. Keeping your eyes closed, noticing your breath. And bringing awareness to every point in which your body is supported. Feeling how your head feels heavy on the floor. Your shoulders, your spine, your hips. How your feet are supported up the wall. And allow yourself to soften a little bit more with each and every exhale. And bringing awareness to your legs. And notice what sensations come with being inverted for you. And for today's practice, we'll simply focus on release. Whether that is stress release for you, release of tension. Maybe you are working on releasing something specific in your life right now that you'd like to dedicate this practice to. Or maybe simply release yourself into the softness, the relaxation, and the reset of your nervous system. Now, from here, when you're ready, gently let your feet fall side to side. So your left foot will fall left, your right foot will fall towards the right. And if you feel like this is a little bit too intense for your liking right now, you can also bend your knees and kind of come into this supported happy baby. Staying here for about 5 minutes in total. And as you lay here, gently ask yourself where you feel that stress manifests itself within your body, or maybe emotion in general. Usually, when we are stressed, it switches on our fight or flight system within our body. And that part of our nervous system switches on. And whenever that happens, the physical reaction of the body is similar to when we were in actual physical danger. So often, without us noticing, we are having the same physical reaction to something that might not be absolutely life threatening. For example, maybe that could be stress at work or stress within a relationship or wherever else it may come from. And it is very natural for our bodies to tense up and to tighten, to activate when we enter this state. And which muscles stay activated as you're in a prolonged fight or flight state might differ a bit person to person. For you, it might manifest itself in your neck and your shoulders, maybe in your hips, or maybe somewhere else altogether. And maybe you already know. Taking the last minute in this posture, you close your eyes, turn your awareness inwards, and notice where your body is storing tension right now. From here, gently bend both knees, sliding your feet along the wall, bringing them closer together. And once you get there, gently roll to either one of your sides so that you can get all the way up and recenter yourself on your mat. Lying face up on your spine, bringing your arms to either side, crossing your right leg on top of your left, like when you sit fancy in a chair. And then from here, allow your eyes to fall to the right and your legs to fall over to your left in a spinal twist. Taking a big breath in to lengthen and a big breath out to rinse. Pulling the right shoulder towards the floor. And if you feel like this is too much, you can always unravel and get into a regular spinal twist. Staying here for 3 minutes. Keeping your focus on your practice. And if you identified an area of tension before, maybe during this posture, you focus on releasing that tension there, allowing yourself to soften, create space, and let go. And in whatever part of your body it is, imagine that as you breathe in, you could send your breath all the way there. And as you breathe out, your breath slowly takes a little bit of that tension away. And focus on it softening with every exhale, leaving your nostrils along with the air. Visualizing it dissipating more and more with each breath. Breathing in to come all the way back through center. Unraveling your legs. And then bringing your left leg on top of your right. Again, letting your knees fall over to your right side. And your eyes fall to your left. Again, feel free to keep your legs unraveled if this is a little bit too much for now. Staying here for 3 minutes as well. Maintaining your focus. Keeping your eyes closed. And simply work on softening more and more with each exhale. And if at any point you feel like you are gripping onto thoughts, allow yourself to release those as well, bringing yourself back to your practice. back to just this, just now. And then slowly come all the way back center. Unraveling your legs, hugging both knees into your chest. And then in your own way, we come all the way up to seated. Taking the legs out in front of you. Making sure that you're sitting on your sit bones, moving the soft part of your bum out of the way. Keeping your legs ever so slightly bent. Taking a big breath in, both arms move up. And as you exhale, you pull the heart up and then forward, keeping your spine straight for as long as you can. Grabbing either underneath your knees, softening your chin to your chest there, letting your head drop fully. Maybe you want to grab your ankles or maybe grab your feet. Making sure that whatever you're holding on to, it's not creating any tension in your arms. And fully relax your neck here, softening your neck even more. Letting go of any tension in your eyebrows, your jaw. And we'll stay here for 5 minutes in total. As we are here, still softening, still easing in, maybe you want to ask yourself where that tension came from in the first place. Is there maybe something in life that you have been holding on to too tightly, or maybe too obsessively? Or maybe you're unsure. giving yourself time for these answers to arise rather than latching onto them as well. Staying here for one more minute. Again, keeping your neck soft. And then we slowly breathe in to come all the way up to seated. Bending your knees so that you can cross your ankles. Place your hands in front of them and we roll forward onto the knees into tabletop. Bringing your right knee forward, right foot over to the left side of your mat, right knee on the right side. And then we slide our left toes back, squeezing our right hip back and our left hip forward. From here, we come all the way down onto the forearms. And you bring your forehead down either to the floor or to a block or a cushion, whatever is available and comfortable to you. If you feel like this posture is very intense, very deep, rather than simply shifting onto one side to make it more bearable, feel free to bring some support underneath either your right hip, although sometimes this takes away too much of the tension. And if that is the case, you can also bring it underneath your left hip. That will also lighten the posture just a little bit. Again, keep your eyes closed. Focus on the breath in and out through your nose. And bringing yourself back to your practice every time you drift, without judging yourself for becoming distracted. Whenever you notice that your mind has drifted, simply bring yourself back and soften back into the posture. Allowing yourself to be fully supported by the surface and the props beneath you. Noticing their sturdiness. Also notice how it's that very sturdiness of your blocks, of your mat, of the floor, that allows you to completely soften and almost fall into it. And gently come all the way up from here. We slide the right knee back, the left knee forward, left foot over to the right side of the mat. And then we come all the way back down. Staying here for another 3 minutes. Squeezing left hip back, right hip forward. Easing into the posture, allowing what is. Releasing any objection to being here as well. Last minute here. Breathing in to come all the way up onto the hands, shifting your weight onto your left hip from here, facing the right side of your mat, so the long side, and simply kick your legs out wide. From here, you're going to take your left hand on the inside of your left leg. Your right hand will come all the way up and all the way over from here. If you feel like this is already very intense, you don't have to touch the foot. You can maybe put two blocks on top of one another and allow your hand to find the block. If you don't have blocks, you can find your left ear. And if you feel like even that is very, very intense, something you can do as well is place the sole of the left foot on the mat. Left hand comes down, and you kind of allow yourself to lean against this knee. Right hand comes up and over, and then it simply hangs against your head. Maybe you catch the knee, and maybe you want to place a block between your knee and your head, becoming fully supported. Now, making sure that it doesn't really defeat the purpose of the posture, which is to stretch the right side torso of the body. Making sure that your right collarbone is open, facing the ceiling, or almost facing the ceiling. And you can adjust the height of your knee here by sliding your foot further outwards or further inwards, completely up to you. Sending your breath into a right side torso. Staying here for 2 more minutes. Simply sending your breath into the right side torso. Keeping your mind focused. Breathing in to slowly soften, right hand pulls you all the way up, releasing the block if you had one. And slide your left knee down if it was up. If you had your left knee up, you want to bring your right knee up for this one as well. Right hand on the inside of the leg. Inhale, left hand up and over, lean against the right knee. And then from here, we simply relax into it. Or maybe your leg is all the way straight and your left hand grabs the foot, up to you. Staying here for 3 minutes in total. And even here, in this deeper, more intense posture, find ways to soften without losing the integrity of that posture. Soften in your left side torso, your left shoulder, your left arm. It doesn't need to be active. Last minute here. Breathing in to come all the way up again. Taking a moment, bringing both of your legs together, facing either side of your mat. Taking a prop back behind you, whether that is a block or a cushion, something that lands in between the shoulder blades. We bring the soles of the feet together, the knees wide, and we lie back in our supported fish pose. Or Matsyasana, making sure that your head either lands on the floor or against the support behind you. And as always, if you like, you can bring your hands up and above you, or maybe simply besides you. Taking a big breath in and a big breath out. Bringing your chin to your chest, supporting yourselves on your elbows, and slowly take the support beneath you away. Lowering yourself all the way back down onto your spine. Hugging both knees into your chest, bringing your nose to your knees if that feels good. Maybe a little rock side to side first. Maybe you want to circle your ankles, your wrists. Stretch and scrunch your toes together. Or maybe even feel the need to give yourself a little shake before we enter Shavasana. Shaking all your limbs. And then when you're ready, hug yourself into a tiny, tiny ball. Tensing every single muscle in your body, your feet, your legs, your belly, your face, your arms. Squeeze, squeeze, tense, tense, tight, tight. And then from here, exhale to full wide into Shavasana. Taking up as much space as you need today. Taking a big breath in. Open up your mouth, big focal sigh out. Pushing all the air out of your lungs. And then take another big breath in. Big sigh out. Pressing all the air out of your lungs until there's no stagnant air left. And then last big breath in. Fill up your belly, your chest, your throat. Make it your biggest one yet. And a big sigh out. Taking a gentle sip of air from there. And again, close your eyes. Observing your body. And from here, gently bring your awareness to the base of your body, your feet. Notice your feet becoming heavy. And allow them to sink into the floor. Your ankles are heavy, sinking into the floor. Your shins and your calves are heavy, sinking into the floor. Your knees are heavy, sinking into the floor. Your upper legs are heavy, sinking into the floor. Your thighs and your hips are heavy, sinking into the floor. Your pelvis is heavy, sinking into the floor. Your belly is heavy, sinking into the floor. Your lower back is heavy, sinking into the floor. Your upper back is heavy, sinking into the floor. Your chest is heavy, sinking into the floor. Your arms are heavy, sinking into the floor. Your wrists and your hands are heavy, sinking into the floor. Your shoulders are heavy, sinking into the floor. Your neck is heavy, sinking into the floor. Even your head is heavy, sinking into the floor. Feeling your whole body soften. And notice the created space within your body. After having released so much, allow yourself to feel and fall heavier and deeper into relaxation, softening the muscles of your face, letting your eyes fall heavy. And allow yourself to stay here for however long you need today. And when you feel ready, you take a moment to consciously thank yourself and your body. And then gently take 2 breaths in through your nose to bring yourself back to the here and now. Maybe you start wiggling your fingers, your toes. And eventually, in your own way, in your own time, bring yourself all the way back up into your seated position.